Hi, I'm Jim Riley. Welcome to Hometown Spotlight. I have a very special guest today, State Senator Kathy Marchione. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's
All right,
great
what's
to
the
be
district?
here.
Give us a district.
43rd Senate District, comprised parts of Saratoga, Washington County, Rensselaer, and all of Columbia County.
All of Columbia County.
All of Columbia.
So you're one of our best friends. And we're
hope
very
so.
happy you came. Thanks for coming.
Oh,
Now, today we're going to discuss something terribly important to all the locals. They need to know about this. This is the Golden Gathering.
It is held at the Columbia College, Greene College, on October 14th between 9:30 in the morning and 12:30 in the afternoon.
How soon do people really show up?
Oh, they start around 8:30 arriving, and we have a room actually with refreshments that they can go into and enjoy some
so you don't
coffee.
feel like you're just standing around and waiting for the event
That's
to
right,
start.
but the doors don't open to the health services until 9:30.
Right, we'll get into those details later.
Okay.
Give us a little history of the Golden Gathering.
This is the silver anniversary, the 25th year,
Wow.
and I want to say a hearty thank you to Senator Saland. He started this event, and I can tell you that when I first ran for senator, I would go door to door in Columbia County, and the first question I got asked was, are you going to continue with the Golden Gathering? Well, the first time it was, what's the Golden Gathering?
Right, give me a little information.
Yeah, and so they would tell me what it was about, but I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many times at the door that question was asked, so much that before I even won as senator, I sent 2 people down here the day of the Golden Gathering and picked up all of the business cards so that I could continue this service. I could tell how important it was to the people in Columbia County.
It is, and Golden Gathering, we're old enough we can discuss it.
We can.
I told you I have some miles on me, so I can do it. But it's the whole notion of opening up the college, again, sponsored under your auspices, of course, that we want to tell seniors, we're here for you and we're here to serve you. Isn't that really the basis?
Absolutely, and these services are vital, and certainly I want to take a moment and thank the college because they're our partner in this, and Jim Campion and the staff over there. We could not have this health fair without them. They do an amazing job. They're there for the community, all ages, and they're just great partners, so I want to publicly say thank you to them as well.
Yeah, they're very good. The president, Jim Campion, is just one of the great guys.
Yes.
But his philosophy has always been service to the public. The college belongs to the public. The public should know they belong there. But the Golden Gathering, what I like about it, and I told you I worked on that project in the past, and it gave great joy to me as well. But what you don't realize is people need these services. Do you want to speak about some of the people who attend and provide services?
Oh, absolutely. We have over 70 vendors who come on site that day, and they're in the public. They're from New York State services. There are a lot of Columbia County, different branches of services from the county come over. There are nursing homes who come in and talk about their services. There's just such an array of people who come that day. And you know, and I hear from the seniors, you know, because press comes in and says, why are you here? You know, we hear this is the location and the time of year that I get to know about health services. I get my flu shot. You know, now we're providing services through the Columbia County Sheriff, Dave Bartlett, on senior IDs. So it is their opportunity. Some people tell you, I just like it. It's fun. There's entertainment. We have an Elvis impersonator. You know, there's refreshments. There's lots of free stuff. You know,
I like
all
free
the
stuff.
Yes, who doesn't?
Well, I was going to say before we're talking about it. Let me do something. You don't mind us being informal?
Oh no, not at all.
Because I want to. You had a nice list here, and I really.
Me too.
I think when we look at that, I'm going to read a few, and if you think of something, just insert them. Right?
I absolutely will.
You have free blood pressure and hearing screenings. I think that's terribly important.
That is. Terry Sullivan comes on site, Dr. Sullivan, and she has been providing hearing services and testing people, and it's a great service for people to come and have that done.
It's wonderful. Okay, let's see. Well, free tote bags of refreshments, we know that. I like the Elvis tribute, that works for me. Okay, let's look at this. affordable housing partnership. I think that's terribly important.
It is important. All these services, you know, depending on where you are as a senior. I mean, we started advertising this to people who are 50 years old.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can join the AARP at 50.
Yeah,
so
so
finding
that's
out.
kind of the gateway and saying, you know,
It is.
because I think what really strikes me about how valuable this is, these are all resources that we can take advantage of.
Absolutely. And many people don't know that those resources are out there.
Right.
So it's a tremendous opportunity for them to go booth to booth, pick up information, take it back home, talk to others about it, or just avail themselves of those services.
And what I like too is you realize finally, these are for you.
That's right.
Instead of going out trying to locate it, what do I do for help? They're here saying, we'll give you help. Let's look at
All
that.
under one roof, and
I
I
like
think
that.
that's important.
I think that's terribly
Yes.
important. Again, you're comfortable, you're in the environment, you're having a great day and having fun. You're
Yes.
open to getting the information. I think it's terribly important. Okay, let's say, wait a minute, this is what I'm looking, breast cancer options. Again, I told you I had experiences with that, so I know how valuable that is. Here's what I like. Look at this. Columbia County Department of Social Services.
Could we just stop at the
Yeah.
is breast cancer awareness? I love that we're using the list. It is
Yeah.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Right.
And we do want people to know that there's no reason now not to have a test. Everything is free. There's no co-pays. In fact, I carried legislation last year that the governor incorporated into his budget that extended that to 3D. Breast images as well.
Wonderful,
So,
wonderful, yes.
you know, women really, and men, and that's, I think, such a good point.
Yeah.
Need to take advantage of those services at no cost whatsoever.
Yeah, you really need to look at, you don't
You
mind,
need to
that's
know.
good. I'm
Oh,
glad
I-
that I go back to my
oh, I
list.
love the list.
No,
That's
because
good.
the resources are just
That's
terribly,
right.
terribly important. Okay, well, I saw something else that struck me. Office for the Aging.
Yes.
They have a lot of programs.
They
that
do.
are available to folks, and I think they need to know. That's the other thing. Sometimes when you hear Department of, Office of, it's kind of like there's distance there. There isn't distance. And the Golden Gathering kind of points that out, doesn't it?
I think it does. I think it shows you these services are here for you. And certainly with the Office for the Aging, they provide a plethora of different services. I mean, if you need Meals on Wheels and you need to have services such as those, you can
They
find
have
out.
transportation, I think,
They have
too.
transportation.
For medical issues and those kinds of
Yeah,
things.
I think they do here. I'm not positive whether they actually have that
Right.
here in Columbia County. I know in many of my other counties there
They
are.
do.
They do, and those are
But
such
that's,
important.
but that's what we're saying.
Yes.
Go to the Golden
right.
Gathering and find out.
And find out what you can get.
Yeah,
That's
because
right.
if they don't have it, what they'll do is they'll have information where you can get that.
That's exactly right.
Now, I told you, I always love to praise James Reynolds and Mid-Hudson Cablevision. So let's talk about the flu shots.
The flu shot, we offer flu shots thanks to James Reynolds and,
Yeah.
and all of you here. So important to people. You know, if you have insurance, bring your card with you, because if you have insurance, we take insurance.
Yeah, they'll just cover it,
And
sure.
if we don't, you cover it. James
Yeah.
Reynolds covers it, and we're so grateful. I've been senator for 5 years now, and all the while I've been senator, we call and ask, would you please sponsor these for us? And you
Right.
do. And that is such an important service. And truly, that line normally is the longest. It was for the first 3 years.
Right.
People come early. They get in line because they need
It's
their
very
flu
important.
shots.
And it's that time of year
it
when
is-
you're looking for
It
that.
absolutely is. It's very important. So that's a very important service that we provide, and one that people really take advantage of here.
Good. Let's talk about the longest line, though, because I found that very interesting. Tell us about that.
The
one.
last couple of years, we were able to supply a grant to the Columbia County Sheriff, Dave Bartlett, and Dave is able to buy some equipment that he now creates a senior citizen ID card.
Right.
And that line is by far now the longest. People come in early, and at 1:15 when we're cleaning up and putting things away, people are still in line to get their senior ID. One of the important parts is it has emergency information on the back.
When you mentioned that before, I thought that was very, just give us a little more information on
Yeah,
that. I think it's terribly
it just
important.
has emergency. Your driver's license doesn't have emergency information,
Right.
but this senior ID does have emergency information, a name on the back that you can contact in case of an emergency. That's really important.
Yeah, it is.
That's really important. And people are, actually they're coming down from Rensselaer County and trying to get the cards in. Last year they did. This year year we're saying Columbia County residents only, and actually have given money to the Rensselaer County Sheriff and Saratoga to start a similar program, because it's so well received that I think that it's an important program to have.
Isn't it important for you to create something that provides the solution for a need? I think nothing's more rewarding than that, is it?
Nothing is more rewarding
When
than that.
you find out how important that is, it's got to be very satisfying.
It absolutely is, and it's interesting how you find out about things like that. We thought it was a good idea, you know. We looked for the grant, he got the money for it, but I didn't think it would be the longest line 2 years in a row. So you just, until you try something, you don't know what is really something people absolutely need. But in this instance, this is it. And now we've expanded that to the other two other sheriffs. We're looking at Washington County as well.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. All right,
Yes.
I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Oh, I'm a veteran.
Yes.
So you have the Veterans Affairs. And
Yes.
again, you don't know what might be available or helpful unless you check with that.
You really don't. We do a lot with veterans, but this is just another outreach. VA hospital also comes down. So
they do?
They're also there,
Okay.
yeah. So that's important. We're actually in the process of creating a new website. We've been meeting with some veterans. It'll be on my Senate page.
Right.
We're just in the beginning stages now. We're meeting with the veterans coordinators from all of the counties I represent to do like a golden gathering. All services that are provided within my district, let's put them on one site so our veterans and those who might want to volunteer can go out into a veterans assistance site and be able to see what services are available. So this is an extension for Columbia County residents to say, hey, here are some veteran services that you may not know about that you can take advantage of.
I think it's terribly important because we know we all pay, as we pay our taxes, we create these opportunities that we can share in, but we need to know it's available. That's what I like about the whole notion of outreach with the Golden Gathering. I think that's a very important aspect, don't you?
Yes, I do, and we do advertise the Golden Gathering a lot, to the point that some people say, I really didn't need that last postcard. You know, I marked my calendar when it's going to be, but you know, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times before people recognize, hey, you know, maybe there's something I want to go to. And every year our attendance has been even going higher and higher.
Well, you said last year, you mentioned earlier, but what was that number
It was
again?
over 1,200 people in 3 hours. It is amazing. The place completely is full, and people go through, and every vendor brings a basket of some kind of a giveaway item, and at the end we give away 70 or 75 door prizes. So that's really fun.
I was going to say door prizes are good.
Yes.
Now, this is Kathy Marchione, New York State Senator, your district.
43rd Senate District.
Because we get people tell us sometimes that we don't repeat enough.
Oh, sure.
Let people know who you are and what you're talking about. And we're talking about the Golden Gathering.
Yes, coming up on October 14th at the Community College, Columbia County Community College, 9:30 to 12:30.
That's terribly
Saturday
important.
morning, yes.
All right, let's look, because there might be something else we missed.
Sure.
I don't want to, we don't get a chance to get you that often. We're going to get as much out of you as we can,
That's
Kathy.
terrific. I'm thrilled.
Now, again, 25th anniversary.
Yes.
Okay, last year, I love that record attendance. Oh, here's something, and I'm going to quote, so I'm reading for a quote here. So, heard from countless Golden Gathering attendees that this event is something they circle on their calendar every year.
That's right.
That's very important.
Absolutely, as they come up and tell us that, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Flu shots, blood pressure check.
You know, if we completely ran out of funds and we couldn't promote only one event a year, this is the one we would choose to do.
Yeah, I think
this
it's
is the most important.
Well, the one thing is, I wish you quit smiling. It's nice when you can be so proud of an event that you sponsored and that you're putting out there, because you know the value of it,
Absolutely, there's a great value. And when you see seniors come in like they do, and they're so thrilled to be there, and again, for some it's just a nice morning out and they enjoy the entertainment that we have and the refreshments, but for others it is absolutely the flu shot and all of the services that are there, that they are there for. So it's very important. It is important.
And you're going to be there.
Absolutely.
Tell us what you like most about the event.
I just like the idea that we're providing a service to people who absolutely need that service. And when you see people come in and they're milling around and they're picking up important information
Right.
and free things, and they're having fun and they have refreshments, and it's just a great day to know that you're doing something good in the lives of people that you represent.
And it's kind of nice to get out and mix with them too.
It's
isn't it?
wonderful to mix with people. It's 1,200 people in a 3-hour period of time, and it's terrific. There's no politics. It's not politics here.
Right,
It's
service.
We're
service.
just thrilled at whomever chooses to come.
Yeah.
We're thrilled, and people bring friends and they're not in the district. We don't care. We're
No.
thrilled to have people recognize services that might be out there in their communities that they don't know about as well.
I always hate that gap where people are here, services are here, and sometimes they don't know how to get across that gap.
That's
And
right.
this gives that great opportunity to make that connection.
It absolutely does. Absolutely does. It's a great time, and services that you may not know about. You see some people and they're struggling themselves. They're at
Yeah.
their lives. They're the children of people who are quite elderly, and they don't know what's out there to help them. And this provides that information as well. How can I help someone when I'm a caregiver? What's out there
Right.
for my loved one?
Wonderful.
Yes.
I'm very proud to meet you.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure. Tell them who you are and tell them the event was for. Look right in the
Thank
camera
you.
and tell them.
The event is the Golden Gathering. It's October 14th. It's a Saturday morning from 9:30 to 12:30, and boy, we hope that you'll join us this year.
And the Senator Kathy Marchione.
Senator Kathy
And your
Marchione,
district.
43rd Senate District, and I'm just thrilled to be here with you. Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure. Thank you,
You too.
Kathy.
Thank you.
We'll see you again real soon on Hometown Spotlight.